Our next guest sadly knows the toll Chicago's soaring crime takes on families. Christian Caldwell was killed in Chicago in a Chicago shooting in 2022. He was just 18 years old at the time. His brother, Fox News contributor Gianno Caldwell, joins us now. Gianno, it is always good to see you. Thank you for coming on with us. What did you make
Thank you for having me.
of what you heard from the Attorney General in his remarks earlier today?
Well, first and foremost, it's a lie to believe that any Biden policy is reducing crime. What we see in Chicago, which is a very important city for any announcement on crime reduction, is an 11% spike just last year with a 33% decline in arrests since 2023. Last year, we saw 625 murders in the city of Chicago. Out of that 625, 18% of those murders, 111, were children 19 years and younger, like my baby brother Christian. Some of these folks were very, very innocent kids going about their life trying to be productive citizens. But yet and still, the policies that exist in the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois, especially the Safety Act, which is a law that creates a no-bail society in the state of Illinois, the no-stop policy, which ensures the Chicago police have to call their supervisors before they even chase a suspect in a vehicle or on foot, which ensures that the suspect gets away. There is a lot wrong in the city of Chicago and across the country, which is leading to an overall spike in crime in many jurisdictions around the nation. He did not address that. Neither did he address the soft on crime progressive prosecutors across the country who aren't doing their job.
Yeah.
We need police officers all over the country.
Yeah.
We need to give them bonuses. We need to give them training. We need to ensure that those who serve and protect us know that we have their backs and that if they do something wrong, they'll be held accountable. That's what we need, and he did not demonstrate that. Attorney General Garland did not demonstrate that today.
Yeah, and the White House was asked about that today as well, about these soft on crime policies and DAs and lack of action that is being taken. And by the way, that tip line was there because you're still searching answers. We were showing pictures of your beautiful
That's
brother,
right.
a life gone way too soon. And Gianno, you know I'm from Chicago. That is a city that is lost. I mean, Garrett Tenney was delivering a report a minute ago. He couldn't even speak over the sirens behind him. I mean, people who are there, those who have had to stay, I mean, people with money, they've fled the city, right? And they've been taxed to death.
That's right.
If they do stay there. But it's scary. And companies are saying they're having a hard time attracting top talent. I mean, Chicago used to be the place where all over the Midwest, kids would graduate college and this was the place to come. And now they fear what is happening there. Every single day, people are scared to go to school. They're scared to go to work. I mean, what is it going to take to turn things around, Gianno?
Let's enforce the laws on the books. Let's treat our police officers with respect. Let's let them know that the mayor of Chicago will have their back. But with Brandon Johnson in office, they know that he doesn't have their back. They know Lori Lightfoot didn't have their back. They know Governor Pritzker does not have their back. So it's almost an impossible job. They need 2,000 detectives that handle the current murder load in the city of Chicago. I'm currently working with the FBI on my brother. Yeah. There's still Chicago police involved. And yes, please call that number if you know anything about what happened on June 24th. 2022 in Chicago when my brother was murdered on 114 South Vincent Street, just standing out of an establishment with multiple people shot, and the person that was actually the target lived. And he was shot almost 20 times. He lived, but my baby brother died. He was murdered. He was innocent. And there's so many other folks, whether it be in Chicago, New York, or across the country, that are experiencing this same reality. The Biden administration has failed. Joe Biden has failed. And we need new leadership. This 2024 election could not be even more important for people like my family who has lost someone who cannot get answers. We need new leadership in the White House on down.
Gianno, we are so sorry for your loss. Your family is obviously still in deep grief, and that tip line has been up there, and you are still searching and demanding answers because that is just as tragic what happened to your brother. Thank you very much for joining us, and we grieve with you.
Thank you so much, and God is with us, and God is with many other families that have suffered, and he'll bring us justice. I believe that. In Jesus' name.
Your family changed forever. Gianno, thank you. We'll see you again soon.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.